The UNS Europe was one of the oldest vessels in the fleet. It had even served in the ESA before a long-forgotten war forced unification. It was no longer considered a warship. Instead, it was used for training. Its old engines didn't even have a blink core, incapable of going beyond a few times the speed of light. The captain considered it a boon. The older systems were less complex. Great to let the cadets work on. The engines broke down quite frequently too. The captain almost loved those breaks. With a big smile, he would put the trainees to work. Once, even life support had failed. Being in a spacesuit for 38 hours had been annoying, but even that he welcomed above this. The captain stared into the void. There was nothing. They were even too far from any stars to make one out individually. Just the faint glow of the galaxy in the distance. When he was at home, he couldn't wait to go out again and see the Milky Way's glow from space. But his mission had been extended. The UNS Ripper had suffered a breakdown, and they had doubled as a patrol in the void between galaxies. Towed and left as first line of defense, the aging ship was perhaps no longer adequate. They watched. They trained. Weeks passed, the only incident being the first officer's underwear mysteriously stolen. None of them expected a giant dreadnought of unfamiliar make to drop out of space. The UNS Europe was on high alert within a minute. Every cadet wanted in on the action. Maybe they have friendly intentions, one of the younger cadets ventured, still not believing his luck. They are powering up weapons, sir. An emotionless voice came over the comms from the sensor room. Then it raised in pitch, unable to hide the excitement. Multiple missiles inbound. Shield impact in 25. A moment later, the screens flashed white as the enemy nukes detonated. Then they went dark, overwhelmed for a second. The captain didn't even blink. Shields down 0.5%, came a calm voice from the rear. A few gasps escaped the crew. People started breathing again. The dreadnought kept closing in, massive railguns powering up. Weary, the captain watched. They left him no choice. Open Missile Vault 32B, he said, voice soft but clear. One of the cadets couldn't hide his surprise. But, sir, we only have training dummies. The captain continued as if he hadn't heard. That one is logged. Password is red-hunt. Be quick about it. The UNS Europe turned like only a human vessel could, its tight curve making space shrink. With half a roll and half a loop, it came at the intruders. Every point defense system was manually overridden, firing as the cadets vented their frustrations from a mission that had been far too quiet. Then, the black missile launched. Invisible, it sped towards the alien vessel that had dared fire upon them. Even the shells from the tiny anti-drone defenses at the aft gave a bigger return on sensors than this final message humans are left from their own terrifying wars. Only Missile Command could follow what was happening. 1 light minute, and the Juden called out. 30 light seconds. 5. The impact was as underwhelming as its journey. There was no light, no explosion. But the ship they fired upon began to buckle, warp. Then, like an empty soda can, it crunched into something impossibly small. And it kept shrinking. After a while, it was gone. Only the bleak white shine of the distant galaxy remained. The cadets had stopped firing when the missile struck, eager to see the results, but the dreadnought was gone. Too gone. The CAD, Cruise Missile Advanced Detonation, was as old as the ship itself. No one alive had seen it used. The captain glanced at the young crew, still trying to grasp what they'd just witnessed. Once, it had been known as Control-Alt-Delete. He felt as much a relic as the ship, just for remembering that. Maybe it was time to go home.